I'm like looking at her, and like she's not looking at me. She's just like on her phone, like just real quiet. And so I think I texted her and was like, come with me, or maybe I said like, you come with me. I don't remember, but basically we had ended up going to the basement to talk. And so in my head, because I know my friend, I'm thinking like, he said something that she didn't like, and now she's trying to process it. She kind of hurt, like she don't really know how she's feeling. So I'm like, are you okay? Like, what happened? Like, what did you say? Like, what's going on? And then she's like, we didn't do anything, if that's what you think. And I'm like, that's not what I was saying, but I'm glad you didn't. And then she's like, I just want to know how. Never mind. And at this point, I'm confused. Like, I'm like, all right, like this whole thing just kind of switched. Like, I thought you were upset, and you ended up looking mad, and you kind of look mad at me. I don't know why you're mad at me. So I'm like, I'm gonna go upstairs, and yeah. And then I think she said something else, and then it went from me going upstairs. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. So I go upstairs, and I tell them like, all right, bye, all right, y'all, I'm leaving, I gotta go. They're like, what happened? And I'm like, I don't know, she got an attitude, and I'm not dealing with it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her, but I'm trying to make sure my friend's okay, and she getting mad at me for old dude. That's what I'm thinking is going on, right? Then she comes upstairs, and I guess she had text her mom or call her mom, and she's like, my mom said, y'all gotta go. So then I'm like, I'm getting ready to go anyway. So I'm walking them out, because I still gotta go upstairs and pack my bag and stuff. So I'm like, I'm walking them out, and then she's like, wait, my mom wanna talk to y'all. My mom comes downstairs, snapping. We all sitting here like, what? Like, whoa, where did this come from? So her mom, basically what happened was, while we were talking, I don't know at what point her mom walked in on, but her mom was coming down the stairs, and the way her house is kind of like set up is you come down the stairs, and then you're in one room, and then you gotta come around another corner in order to be where we were. So she could have been sitting there for however long, and we didn't know, right? So I don't know at what point she walked, well, she didn't walk in, but she walked in, but not where we were, but she was listening. I don't know at what point she walked in on, and what point she walked out on, but basically, she took what we were saying as user, and I will be the first one to say it. That's exactly what you would get from that conversation if you were not there for the whole conversation. The beginning of the conversation was, and I promise I put this on my mother, was us saying like, this is not like, we gotta help her, like she's not understanding how this is making her look. And that's when we had went into the situations that I knew about, what she knew about, what he knew about. That's how that had happened. And it wasn't just stuff that like she had told us, we were saying stuff that other people were telling us and that we were defending her about. So, because like I said, she's not a bad person. She's a very friendly person, and that is taken wrong a lot, but she's not a bad person at all. So if you did not hear the whole thing, then I understand completely how you would get that, but that's not that. So then I stepped up because I don't like that. That's just me. I don't like being like blamed for something that's not right. And it was kind of like, it blew me because I knew that she didn't hear the whole conversation. Like I knew that's why she thought what she had thought. So her mom's like, you gonna talk about my child and her own house? Like I let you guys come to my house and this and that, blah blah blah. And so I thought, I'm like, no, you didn't hear the whole thing. Like you didn't hear what you thought you heard. And she's like, I've been sitting here for 15 minutes. I know I heard blah. So I'm like, all right, clearly you're not gonna let us explain. So I tried explaining it. My brother tried explaining it. He tried explaining it, and it just wasn't like she was not letting us talk. Like she knew what she heard, and that's what she heard. So when she was done, the boys left. I went upstairs to go pack my bags. So Reed, like, we were back in the room. I was packing my bag. Reed was not saying anything to me. Key was not talking. Like, we were all just silent because me and Key, like, we knew what had really happened, but Reed didn't. Reed only knew what her mom had told her. Her mom only knew what she had heard. So me and Key, like, we tried to defend our position, and her mom, like, she wasn't hearing it. So at this point, like, neither one of us knew what to say. And Reed was just too, like, you know, like, she felt betrayed, which I completely understand. She felt betrayed, and she didn't know what to say either. But I was hurt. I don't remember if I started crying. I know I cried when I had got home. I don't remember if I cried there or not. But I had cried because I felt like, out of all the arguments we didn't got into and all the reasons why we didn't stop talking, like, this reason was completely, like, if you had only known the entire conversation, you know? And that's when I'm like, out of all the dumb things that we didn't get into it about. And when I tell you guys, me and Reed were literally, we definitely had our moments. And we would stop talking for days, weeks at a time. But when we were together, we were inseparable. We had talked about so many different stuff. We had so many different moments. Like, it was just insane. So that moment, this was like, for me, in my head, this is like, there is no coming back from this. But the fact was, it wasn't even what they thought it was. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, there is no way that we're gonna go back to being friends after I just called you a HOE in your house and your mother heard me. But the thing was, I wasn't calling you a HOE. Your cousin was not calling you a HOE. You know, my brother, his friend was not, you know, like, that's not what it was. And so I was really hurt because I'm like, I just actually lost my best friend. And it's not even for a real reason, you know? So before I finished packing my bags, her mom comes back in the room and she's japping just on me and Key now, because she like, you supposed to be blood, you supposed to be family, and you sitting there in the conversation too. And then she's like, you know, you've been here since forever, like since you were 6 years old, blah, blah, blah. And still, if I remember correctly, I still tried to say something again, but her mom was not going. Like, she was not letting me speak. Like, she didn't care to hear anything I had to say. And I left. I did not talk to Reed for a year. Like, we had no connections for years. We ended up talking again because Reed has never been like the confrontational one, you know? So she had gotten herself into a situation, and basically she was getting calls, and she had contacted me because, like I said, we were inseparable. Like, at the time, we were each other's really only friends. Like, you rarely saw me with anyone else. You rarely saw her with anyone else. So she didn't know, I guess she didn't know like who else to contact. So she texted me and told me what happened, and like, I told her, like, if you need me, like, I'm there. Like, you need me to get to your school, I'm gonna find a way there. If you need me to get to your house, I'm gonna find a way there. So after that, we didn't talk again. She didn't contact me again. I guess nothing happened because I didn't hear about anything happening. And I don't remember how, but we ended up getting back in contact a little later. This brings us to where we are now. So now I don't know what you would call it. So I don't know if I'll say like we're friends now. We haven't talked in a while. We have seen each other, we have hung out since this night, but we still have never talked about it. I saw her mother as well, and it was an obvious like, why are you in my house type thing. You know, like, her mom didn't say that, of course, but you know when someone's like, when did this happen, you know? So I feel like we can never be friends like we were before without having that conversation, without fully explaining what was going on, whether or not her or her mom would believe and or care, I don't know, but I still feel like I would never feel completely comfortable around either of them. Like, even when I was with them the first time, like, I was there. I had a fun time. I always have a fun time with Reed, but I was still just like, alright, like, kind of awkward. You know, I can never be completely comfortable around either of them without at least getting my side out. And I know her mom would always look at me sideways without hearing my whole side. You know, and that's if she even believes or listens to it. So that's that. So yeah, like I said, I still have lots of love for her and her family. When I tell you guys, like, I would literally be there all the time, like all the events. So yeah, still got lots of love for her and her family. I wish all of them the best. She's living her best life, traveling the world. Well, she's always been traveling, but since she graduated, she's been traveling even more. So she's living her life, and I'm so happy for her. Rhea, if you're watching this, I'm very happy for you, and keep doing what you're doing. So that's this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.